Hi guys, this is Sandhya. This is your C programming tutorial which describes about the functions concept. It is an advanced topic in your C programming language. So this tutorial is going to be for up to 5 minutes and a short tutorial which explains in detail about the functions concept. So in general, when you consider the meaning for the term functions, it means the task which we carry over. Okay. So in C programming language, the functions, it is going to have two different types. One is the user defined and the one is the standard library functions. So we'll just look into what is a function basically, what it does, and these two types as we just discussed, what are the steps carried over in executing the two types of functions individually. All right. So the very first thing is you have to know what is a function. So a function is nothing but a block of code that is going to perform a specific task. All right. Say for example, your task is to create a circle and color it. Okay. In this program, you have two functions to perform to solve this problem. The one function, that is the very first function, is you have to create a circle. Second is you have to create a color function in order to color the circle. Okay, so this is a simple example for you to understand what is a function. Okay, so basically what we do, we have a problem. If it is a complex problem, we are going to divide it, okay, into smaller chunks or smaller blocks, which will make your program to be reusable and easily understandable format. All right, so this is the definition for the function. So in general, as we discussed, there are two types of functions. One is the standard library functions and second is the user defined functions. So first, let us have a look about the standard library functions. These are the functions which has already been written, or it has already been defined in the libraries. All right, you have got n number of libraries in C. So the basic library is your stdio.h. So from this stdio.h, I just wanted to discuss two functions. One is a printf, another one is a scanf. Okay, so say for example, what is this printf function does? What it does is, it is just going to perform some of the formatting output. That is, the output will be formatted to the screen, that is displayed to the screen. Similarly, the scanf function, it is going to read the input. It is going to read the input which we feed in the keyboard, and it is going to give it to the compiler, that is to the computer. So this printf, scanf are basic examples for the standard library functions which has been defined. Its task to be carried out is defined in the header file, which is called as the stdio.h header file. Okay. Another example is this math function, math header file. Okay, math.h is a header file which has n number of user-defined functions. Here I have discussed about square root function, sqrt of. So this is going to perform or calculate the square root of a number. Similar to this, you have n number of user-defined functions in the predefined functions in the libraries. Okay. So here two libraries we have discussed. One is the stdio.h. Second thing is mathematics. So this is about your standard library functions. The next is user defined. So right from the term user defined, you can easily guess what it does. Okay. So as per the need of the user, you can create the functions and name it. Okay. So how does this user defined function works? So the look at the structure of this. You have got the header file, then you have got a prototype here, and next you have the main function. So in C programming language, the main function, that itself is a defined function. Okay, so all the programming, all the programs which you write in C language, it is going to have a main function. Okay, so by default, it is going to have a function called as main of function, with the return type like int or void. Okay, so how this user defined function works is, you have got something called as function definition, then function call. Okay, so this picture, it describes about what is meant by function call and what is meant by function definition. The first half, this is called as function definition, and within the main function you are going to call that particular function which has already been defined. Okay, so this is the structure basically. So I'll just give you an example for this structure. So we have just looked into an example syntax, and we'll just have a look at the example. So here the function name you have to describe, and this is called as the definition of the function, wherein inside the main function always you will have the function call. Alright, so I hope with this you understand, with this tutorial you understand what is a function, what are the types of function, and what will be the syntax of the function creation. Alright, thanks for watching, and please be posted in my YouTube channel where I'll be uploading the next videos. Okay, thank you.